on top of our stories. First, let us talk about the happenings during the school-based press conference. The Student Council sharing their blessings to the less fortunate. Let us learn more from the Q-Kids Community Service. Let us dig deep through the breathtaking Kalilangan Festival this year. The tragedy that occurred during the Mindanao earthquake. TQA attend EduTech Asia 2023 convention. The Quantum Academy impressed everyone with their debut in PS Bea. Learning more about how e-waste pollution can affect our society.
Straight from the Quantum Academy, this is Quantum Leap.
Good day, TQA community, and welcome to the Quantum Academy's news program. To highlight the students' talents and promote awareness of journalistic writing, the Quantum Academy Incorporated conducted its first school-based press conference, or SBPC, last February 29. Following the theme of exemplifying the role of campus journalism in the age of disinformation, students from grades 5 to 10 represented their houses in one of three genres: news writing, editorial writing, and feature writing, which were in the English and Filipino categories. The event also had its main highlight, which was the Grade 11's live radio broadcasting competition. With the SBPC held in a school's covered court, the Quantum Leap's editor-in-chief and associate editor-in-chief hosted the main program, along with junior and senior high school students contributing song and dance performances. A guest resource speaker and a Quantum alumna also gave theme messages to all students. During the competition proper, the writing participants were separated into different classrooms for each category, while the non-participating students went back to their regular classes. They then reconvened by 2:30 in the afternoon to witness the Grade 11's broadcasts. After the writing and broadcasting competitions, winners from respective categories received medals and trophies for their performances, with the Emerald House notably receiving most awards in the grades 5 to 10 English categories. The press conference's goal was to gauge and improve the students' communication and writing skills. English department teacher, Teacher Froilan Aguring, and Filipino teacher, Teacher Pabnaveth Bagus, shared these remarks.
When it comes to communication skills, I would say that communicative competence is rather broad. It doesn't just entail the ability to speak, but also the ability to write. So when you engage in competitions like that, it will be a meaningful experience for you. No, it will be something you will be looking back as a student.
It is our dream and also prayers for the student to have a feeling in terms of application of their knowledge through journalism. And the goal of this is to strengthen the critical way of thinking of the student in terms of writing.
The event served as a stepping stone for the revival of the school newspaper, The Optics, and as a way to raise students' interest in campus journalism.
TQA's Student Council will launch a donation drive from February 6 to 20, calling students to donate packages of school supplies and pairs of slippers sold by the Student Council officers. This donation drive aims to provide to 100 to 150 students from their chosen school during the outreach program set to happen at the end of the month. Throughout the school year, the Student Council also implemented various projects to help raise funds for the outreach program.
So, before the year ends, we want to at least push for an outreach activity. However, we didn't have any funds during the start of the year. So, to address this problem, we first implemented the Ticket for a Cause Part 1 and Part 2, and other events that helped us accumulate the funds needed for the projects that we want to pursue.
The SD will distribute these packages as a part of the outreach program on February 24 to students from LR Morandante Integrated School, Matinao, Polomolo. A gift that keeps on giving. The Quantum Academy has always highlighted the importance of giving back to its community out of gratitude in ways that are both sustainable and genuine, even since the early years. With this, it is no question that the students know to their core how to immerse themselves in community service to various degrees and scopes, and to fulfill this with correct intentions in mind. Let's take a look at how the Q Kids express their love for their community through the people. Reporting is Amanda Garcia.
Joining with me today is Evain, a grade 6 student from the Quantum Academy. So, Evain, how do you, as a grade 6 student, immerse yourself in community service?
Well, for me, when Sir Michael announces another project the community outreach group has assigned, I make sure to spread it all to my friends, my parents, and some of my outer school friends that are also struggling, so that I could find out what they could need or what they could use in school.
Thank you so much for that, Evain.
It is refreshing to see the Q Kids' contribution to the overall good of their community. Just recently, the Student Council promoted a donation drive for the students to have a direct way of practicing this.
I just remembered a quote by Dalai Lama stating that when educating the minds of our youth, we must not forget to educate their hearts. And in line with that, the Quantum Academy nourishes not only our minds, but also our hearts. With this thought or manna, our school makes a point to have an outreach program every year to share what we have to the less fortunate. And through these outreach programs, the school exposes us to the reality of life that not all students are as fortunate as us.
But the helping hand we can extend does not end there, and it is not solely the Student Council who can provide this bridge between us and our community. Now it is evident that the Q Kids are well involved in community service, but how can they expand their efforts? In what way can they further these pursuits, Amanda?
Thank you for that question, Debbie. I believe that the school has developed the Q Kids to be more than willing to participate in community service, and expanding their efforts in their own little ways is truly more than enough.
For one, they can participate in or lead community art projects as a means of increasing awareness. Additionally, sharing personal narratives with loved ones or through community-focused platforms can be impactful. Last but not least, fostering connections between generations serves to bridge gaps and cultivate a deeper sense of belonging.
Involving ourselves in community service does not require big actions, and our Q Kids have proved this point very well. Once again, this has been Amanda Helene V. Garcia reporting and taking the leap.
This has been Devi Miyasha Danreviola taking the leap.
From November 8 to 9 of last year, a delegation of quantum students and teachers attended the EduTech Asia 2023 conference held at the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. The conference is one of Asia's largest assemblies, providing a platform for educators and enthusiasts alike to explore educational technology and innovation. Attending the conference became a recent yearly tradition for the quantum teachers, allowing the school to implement gained teaching methodologies into the learning curriculum. The Quantum Academy took a big step last year at the EduTech conference, bringing students along on a one-week trip to Singapore for the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic. The students chosen for this remarkable opportunity were the 4 highest ranking from the school's directors list, all from grade 11. Throughout the convention's official 2 days, the grade 11 students and accompanying staff participated in EduTech's wide range of interactive booths. Gadget showcases, learning media, and talks from prominent figures were among the scope of the event. The delegates then shared their insights from the conference and ultimately the trip itself.
These different technologies showed us a new perspective as to how education can be improved for the better. Overall, the trip and the event gave us a new lens for school and for life.
Thank you, Ms. Dos Reyes.
I would like to thank Teacher Rose and Teacher Cazette for the opportunity for me to attend the EduTech Fair. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and this will surely help me enlighten or help me with my teaching methods in the future.
The entire trip was an experimental success, being at the forefront of potential trips with quantum students in the coming years. This has been Arthur Darren P. Zerna taking the leap.
One of the most destructive and unpredictable natural disasters is earthquakes. In the span of 1 second, we can go from feeling perfectly fine to thinking the world is collapsing around us. Let's take a look at how one such earthquake struck an area in Mindanao, affecting an already disaster-stricken community. On February 10, parts of Mindanao were rattled by a 5.6 magnitude earthquake with a depth of 10 kilometers as reported by the German Research Center for Geosciences, or GFZ. The epicenter was found to be 150 kilometers north of Mako, Davao de Oro, where rescue workers searching for missing persons in an earlier landslide were forced to halt operations. The February 6 landslide, which occurred outside a gold mining site, has reached a death toll of 28, with 77 individuals unaccounted for and 32 others injured, including a 3-year-old girl rescued after 60 hours under rubble. Despite the precarious situation, authorities remain hopeful, working tirelessly to provide immediate assistance to the affected communities. Given that our area is prone to earthquakes, we must stay vigilant and prepared at all times. Always keep in mind the do's and don'ts in an earthquake, especially while it is happening. This has been Haley Cruz taking the leap.
Besides being known as the month of love, February is a month full of colorful ethnic rites, unique religious rituals, and merry celebrations for those who observe Kalilangan Festival. Let's take a look at the activities slated for this year's celebration. Preparations are already underway as General Santos City gears up to celebrate its 85th annual foundation anniversary and 35th Kalilangan Festival on February 27. This year's theme is Sa Kultura at Saya, Tayo ay Sama-sama, which highlights the purpose of the festival, a celebration of the harmony and solidarity between the Christians, Muslims, and Lumad population of the city. In commemoration of the festival, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. declared the day a special non-working holiday through Proclamation 462, which was signed on January 26. Onlookers can expect a variety of activities and events which keep the festival's mood alive. Most notable are the Kalilangan Night Market in Oval Plaza, Mr. and Mrs. Teen Gensan 2024, Parada ng Lahi, and the Kadsagayan Street Dancing Competition. From the way things are shaping up, this year's Kalilangan Festival will surely be an exciting and memorable one. This has been Brent Angelo Lambino, taking the lead.
Education is one of the most important things that anyone must have access to. In the Philippines, there have been plans to decongest the K-12 curriculum. For more information on these reforms, let's check in on Dian de los Reyes.
The Department of Education, or DepEd, is determined to introduce reforms to the basic education sector in the form of the Matatag Basic Curriculum. Among those introduced were the creation of a procurement strand for faster delivery of services and learning resources, the development of the Last Mile Schools program to address the gap in resources and facilities of schools, and the provision of satellite connection to over 2,000 schools. If we can recall, Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte launched the Matatag curriculum on August 10, 2023 in an effort to make the curriculum relevant to produce competent, job-ready, active, and responsible citizens. The road ahead in this new curriculum will be arduous, but Duterte remains hopeful. We know that the road will be bumpy, but our direction is clear. We know that the challenges are vast, but we Filipinos are resilient. We will overcome, she expressed in a report. Whether or not this new curriculum will be a success remains yet to be seen. One thing's for sure though, and that is the government is ready for a change in the educational sector. This has been Dian de los Reyes, taking the leap.
Thank you, Dian. It is interesting to see how determined the DepEd is towards a reform in the curriculum. As of late, what steps has DepEd been taking towards the implementation of the Matatag curriculum in other parts of the country?
So far, DepEd has already started training teachers and school leaders for the first phase of the Matatag curriculum's implementation. These series of trainings were scheduled to occur from January 22 to April 4 and were laid in place to ensure that these officials have in-depth knowledge of the revised curriculum for different grade levels. Moreover, these aim to equip teachers and school leaders with the necessary knowledge, skills, and competencies to effectively implement the new curriculum.
Thank you, Dian, for this scoop. Stay safe always.
Good day, viewers. This is Luke Valencia, welcome you to Quantum Leap's weather forecast. For March 1 to March 10, there will be a significantly high average of 79.4% of cloud cover. March 1 has the lowest chance of cloud cover with a predicted rate of 45%, and March 3 to 6 has the highest chance of cloud cover at 99%. Additionally, an average of 33.6% of precipitation is anticipated, along with a total of 5 millimeters of rain. March 6 is the highest probability for precipitation at 65%. An average wind speed of 8 kilometers per hour north to northeast is to be expected. For the next 10 days, there will be an average of 32.3 degrees in high and 21.3 degrees in low. This has been Luke Moses Valencia, taking the leap. The Private Schools Basic Education Association, also known as PSBEA, initiated the volleyball competition on January 12, 2024. Let us know more about the Quantum Academy competing in this event. Reporting the leap is Lorenzo Perez. Lorenzo?
The Quantum Academy showcased their skill and made their debut during the PSBA volleyball competition on January 12, 2024, held at the Holy Trinity College Wildcats Arcade. On the first day of the competition, TQA boys volleyball team faced several challenges during their match against Siena College TQA. TQA girls volleyball team achieved victory in the match versus Hope Christian School. On the following day, TQA faced defeat on both boys and girls team, with the boys opposed the Holy Trinity College and while the girls to the Montessori schools of General Santos City. However, this did not dampen their spirits. Nonetheless, Quantum remains resilient and more determined for more competitions to come. This has been Lorenzo Perez, taking the lead.
Thank you, Enzo. It is nice to hear Quantum participating in sports competitions such as PSBEA to exhibit the talents of Q-Kids. In relation to this, do you think Quantum will get to play in more competitions since they begun engaging in sports competitions?
Yes, Luke. Quantum is more likely to have more opportunities to compete in future competitions. Their involvement in sports shows that they are skilled and dedicated. so they could do well in future events. Playing in sports improves their abilities and encourages teamwork.
Thank you, Enzo. Stay safe always.
Good day. I am Arthur Zerna, and this is POV, Points, Opinions, and Views. For today's discussion, we are going to talk about empowering students' voices, how the school paper and how the student council collaborate. So, join with me here today to answer this very question is Mr. Enrico Gomez, the student council president, and Miss Amanda Garcia, the Quantum Leap editor-in-chief. Hello.
Good afternoon, Arthur.
Good afternoon. So, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling quite enthusiastic, actually. How about you, Amanda?
I'm really excited for this, actually.
Well, I hope that you are, since we are going to talk about your organization today. Speaking of which, we are going to talk about the student council first. Regarding the student council, Enrico, since you are the head, what is the main goal of the student council in terms of diversifying students' voices or being a representative? What do they play within the school?
So basically, Arthur, the student council acts as the voice of the students. With this thought, we usually implement projects and activities with regards to the voice that the students have given to us.
So I sense that you are basically catering to what they want, and that's how they're able to represent their voices through you.
Yes, exactly.
I see. How about you, Amanda? For Quantum Leap, what is the main goal, and how are you able to diversify the student voices and become a representative of them?
Well, the main objective of the Quantum Leap is to deliver news and updates about the school. So it takes on this sort of journalistic role in such a way that it is an avenue for campaigns and advocacies of the school.
So I see it's basically a news broadcasting type of program, and at the same time, you're showcasing the abilities of student writers and student anchors, reporters. So now comes the very fun part, and that is, of course, the conjoinment or the conjunction of you two, the both organizations. So, has there ever been a project in which both of you has collaborated in?
As of the present, none, but I am really looking forward to a project.
I'm also looking forward to a project between both of us, Amanda. And one of the reasons, actually, on why we aren't able to collaborate as of the moment is time constraints and also because of the pandemic.
I see. So it's basically a post-pandemic effort to still adjust, and you're unable to do that maybe because of timing, I believe.
Yes.
So I see. And you mentioned earlier about your purposes and your goals as diversifying student voices. Is there any goal or initiative that overlaps between both of your organizations, of course, that overlaps, and how do you see this as beneficial?
To be honest, Arthur, this goal that overlaps between the both of us is the overall theme of this POV, which is student empowerment. Right, Amanda?
Yes.
So basically, we're just going back to the theme.
Yeah.
And that's actually a very nice answer, since it represents how important you are, of course, to the school events and the school representatives. And lastly, I would like to make this answer individualized from each of you, okay? So from you, Enrico, personally, even after you graduate, even if you're no longer the president of the student council, where do you see the organization in the future?
I see the student council acting on a larger scale. Larger scale means that they act or operate on a wider area, voicing out the opinions and ideas of even more students. The overall idea that the student council must embody is that they must take in student-oriented decisions, and they also must take in and be open to suggestions to ensure their purpose for the benefit of the TQA community.
Enrico, that is a very noble cause, and I believe that will get realized maybe sometime in the near future. For you, Amanda, for the Quantum Leap, an organization that I am actually a part of, where do you see us in the near future?
I see the potential of the Quantum Leap as a stepping stool for students in terms of expression and communication, and in such a way, voicing out these expressions can help in the inclusivity and the diversity, which in general can create this student-centered environment for the scale and the development of the future.
I have the same sentiments actually for the Quantum Leap, and I hope, just like Enrico's future, I hope that gets realized sometime soon. I believe that's all for today's discussion, and we've gathered all of the facts, we've gathered all of the opinions, we've gathered a lot of details from each of the organizations, the Student Council, the Quantum Leap, and of course from yours truly. So please try to understand the role of the Student Council, the Quantum Leap, try to join them, try to support the causes that they fight for, especially since they're fighting for student voices. I hope you've learned something today, and this was Arthur Darren P. Zerna taking the lead.
Hi Q Kids! This is Rekshan and you're watching TQ Amazing.
Hey there! Did you know that every year tons of electronic gadgets end up causing a big mess on our planet? Yep, it's true. When people toss out their broken phones, tablets, and other gizmos, it creates what we call e-waste.
This year, people continued to produce e-waste pollution throughout the Earth due to the perpetual cycle of replacing broken electronic devices. Every year, more than 50 million tons of e-waste is produced, and not more than 20% of it is recycled. E-waste, also known as electronic waste, is recklessly discarded retired electronic devices that will no longer serve any use to its owner. This waste contains harmful and toxic substances that generate environmental risks like filthy water and unclean air that can produce pollution. As e-waste pollution is ongoing, start remembering the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle, and help minimize the amount of waste that people throw into the trash bin. Save the environment by just recycling e-waste.
By recycling our old electronics instead of throwing them away, we can help keep our environment clean and happy.
And we are back. Welcome from the beautiful city of Davao. I'm here to shoot for the very first episode of the Q Kids Zone, where we talk about fun and exciting stuff the Q Kids way. Where do we begin?
Huh?
Ata, I'm trying to shoot here.
I know.
So, you're kind of in my way.
I know.
If I may.
No, you may not.
Why?
Because we are officially in this together.
Is she for real?
Yes. This is a new Quantum Leap segment called the Gen Zone.
Really?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley.
My name is Isabella.
And welcome to the first episode of Gen
Zone,
where we talk about
interesting facts of today's generation.
Today's episode is all about the 5 upcoming films that we recommend you kids to watch. So,
let's begin. Welcome to the beautiful city of Wait, this is not the right place to film. Let us take you there. Here are the top 5 showing movies that we should watch.
Upcoming. It's supposed to be upcoming films.
Okay.
These are the 5 upcoming films that we recommend you kids to watch.
Oh, the lovable panda faces a new challenge.
The chameleon.
I'm gonna lead you right to her front door.
As a villain threatens the peace of the new valley. Po and his friends, the Furious Five, embarks on a thrilling journey, mastering new kung fu techniques, thus saving the day.
This film follows a young boy named Tom Lee as he discovers a hidden world of magic and ancient Chinese mythology as he encounters a talking tiger.
Do I know you, man?
No, but I've been watching over you your whole life.
Who are you?
As he learns about his magical abilities, he teams up with the tiger, Mr. Hu, to battle against the evil forces.
Gru faces a new challenge after a villain emerges, threatening the peace of the minion world.
What?
With the help of his loyal minions and allies, Gru embarks on a mission to save his friends and family from impending doom.
This film follows the adventures of Miles Morales as he teams up with other spider people from different dimensions, or what in this franchise is most commonly known as the Spider-Verse, to stop a powerful threat.
Every decision you make has its consequences.
Each Spider-Man embraces their unique abilities to save the multiverse.
This movie talks about Riley and her emotions as she experiences adolescence.
Who made the console orange? Hello? Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
As time passes, she experiences new emotions.
That completes today's episode.
Yeah, let's watch now.
Bye, kids!
Quantum Leap's breakthrough segment. It is new, it is fun, it is the talk of the town. This is It Girls.
I'm an It Girl as I'm informative and talented.
Hey guys, I'm It Girl Camille.
I'm an It Girl as I'm inspirational and transformational. Hello everybody, I'm It Girl Chantel.
And I'm an It Girl as I'm insightful and teachable. Hey everyone, I'm Cassidy and we're thrilled to be your new host for This is It Girls. So girls, are you guys excited for this new segment?
Yes, absolutely. I'm buzzing with excitement to chat with our audience about all sorts of fascinating and engaging topics.
Most definitely. And you know what I love? The fact that I get to do this with you guys.
Aww. And hey, maybe in a couple of years, this is something we can all look back at and laugh at together.
Speaking of looking back, why don't we take a stroll down memory lane and revisit one of Quantum's most unforgettable moments in history?
Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking?
Quantum's 25th anniversary!
Last December 3rd, Quantum embarks on its 25th anniversary with its 2-day celebration packed with incredible events, heartwarming reunions, and enough memories to last a lifetime.
Seriously, where do we even begin?
If only we could reminisce those days again.
But instead of getting lost in the past, why don't we share some of our top 5 moments from the anniversary with all of you guys?
I like that idea. Get ready for a trip down memory lane, girls. Here are our top 5 moments from Quantum's 25th anniversary. Do I hear a Cassidy Valencia in the crowd? Cassidy Valencia? She's not here. What about Chantel Ventura? Chantel... Here! Where were you guys? We were supposed to announce the 5th place for our top 5.
Sorry. We were just getting ready for our winning speech.
Yeah, gotta prepare ourselves for every winning moment, right?
Well, joke's on you. None of us are winning something because people already won the raffle.
What?
Yes, do you recall that while we celebrated Quantum's 2-day celebration, we ended each night with a raffle?
Right. Prizes ranges from cash prizes to house appliances and even a Nintendo Switch. So, by any chance, did you guys win anything or knew somebody who did?
Personally, I didn't win anything, but I know someone who did.
Well, I guess luck is on my side. Well, actually, before the announcement thing, I was actually in our booth just helping out some of my classmates, and everybody started screaming and calling out my name, and I went up to the stage and grabbed my prize.
Wow, well, aside from Miss Cassidy Valencia over here, a classmate of ours, Alaika Alcoran, also won a cash prize of 1,000 pesos during the raffle.
Oh, lucky her!
Money. I don't know about you guys, but all this talking really got me a little bit hungry.
Me too. Me three.
The cameras, the lights, they're blinding me.
Wait a minute. Food, camera, lights, that's it! The booths!
Right, exactly, the booths. Picture this, the entire parking lot transformed into a lively carnival buzzing with excitement. Students poured their creativity into every stall, offering everything from the whimsical marriage booths to captivating photo booths. It was a feast for senses, with laughter and fun around every corner.
And don't forget the food stalls. Guests and students were treated with various snacks and dishes. So girls, any favorites?
Personally, I was in charge of our bracelet making booth. It was nice to see classmates, best friends making bracelets for each other. I even had a customer who made one for their father. Oh, that's so sweet. And my favorite was a photo booth because your girl was in charge and was ready to get the bag.
And I commend for your hard work. Well, mine, guys, my favorite would be all the food stalls since all the food were so delicious. As my duty and responsibility as the next Miss Quantum, I will ensure the
Hello, Camille. The pageant ended months ago.
Sorry, I still couldn't shake off the feeling of being on stage. Okay. Speaking of, the Quantum's 25th anniversary sought to bring back one of its most iconic events, the Mr. and Mrs. Quantum.
Before, class representatives were chosen by students themselves. However, for this event, the process took on new twists. Moderators took charge, scouring the campus for the perfect candidates. And guess what? Our very own Camille was lucky enough to catch their eye and was selected as a candidate.
So, what was it like to be on that very stage, Camille?
So, everything was impromptu and on the spot. So, I felt very nervous, but thanks to our quantum teachers, I was able to confidently express myself. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but Ian Salcedo and Leila Barreto deserved to win the titles.
As we reminisce about the unforgettable moments of the evening, one spectacle that stands out above the rest would be the mesmerizing fireworks and the fire show that painted the night sky and the ground with brilliance and wonder.
Behold everyone, we've reached the climax, the final event of Quantum's 25th anniversary, the Litmus Night, the crown jewel of our celebration. You bet, from little kindergartners to seasoned seniors in grade 12, everyone got their moment to shine, showcasing their talents and skills in the age-old art of traditional Filipino dance.
And let me tell you, the stage was an explosion of color and culture, adorned with stunning costumes worn by our talented students. It was like stepping into a living canvas of Filipino heritage and pride. Actually, during that night, my sister was getting married.
Oh, wow. Congrats to the newlywed.
Another extended family. Stop it! It was just part of their dance.
Oh.
Wow! What a whirlwind of excitement. December 3rd will forever be etched in our memories as a day of sheer magic.
Absolutely. The events we witnessed were like a love letter to the incredible legacy of the Quantum Academy. It's amazing to see how it has flourished over the years. Totally. Witnessing the dedication and hard work of both teachers and students was nothing short of inspiring. Together, we made the impossible possible and turned dreams into a reality.
Well, girls, it was fun while it lasted. What can I say? We just can't stay here forever.
For real. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the first ever episode of This Is It Girls. And don't forget to look out for the next episode of our show for more fascinating and engaging topics. Once again, I'm It Girl Chantel.
I'm It Girl Camille. I'm It Girl Cassidy. And this is It Girls.
This has been Arthur Darren P. Zerna, taking the leap of countless opportunities and possibilities.
This has been Debbie Miesha Danre Viola, taking the leap of endless knowledge and wisdom.
This has been Brent Angelo Lambino, taking the leap of timely news and current affairs.
This has been Haley Cruz, taking the leap and seeking for truth.
This has been Luke Moses Valencia, eSchool News, reaching out to you.